And hello, and welcome back for some more Victoria 2 Finnish MegaCampaign fun. And I'm at war with Arabia currently, aren't I? Yes, I am. And I am attempting to just try to get a truce out of this war. Not really looking at conquering anything, there's no real point. Though we do seem to have them on the back foot for the moment. The only problem is that the British have a crap ton of troops over here. So, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. And they seem to have ruffle stomped all my stuff over here. Though on the other hand, I'm not sure if we have them on the back foot over here. I can't really determine that. I'm going to move these soldiers over here. Actually, I might even get them to join up with them and combine with them. We've nearly taken that territory, pretty not far off. Will Great Britain just come out of the war by themselves? They might. They might if I offer. Oh, wait a second, they're leading the war now, are they? I didn't actually realise that. It's two... Is it 2 to our favour or 2 to them? I actually don't know. Total military strength. Total military strength. Yeah, Great Britain's doing most of the heavy lifting, it would seem. Okay, what we're probably going to do then? We're probably going to take more of their territory, I'd assume. I can't get troops in British soil there, at all. France at war with someone else as well, are they? Oh, they're at war with the Ming. Ugh. Just advance down here then. If we take their capital, they'll be more likely to come to terms, I think. Yep, send them through to that. Yep, just keep moving. Unpress pause. I hope they kind of attack them over here. Oh, what's going on over here? They've attacked my forces over here. Throwing everything. Might as well. Didn't actually realise they were attacking them there. I don't know if they'll get there in time, but... Ooh. Some crisis going on. Let me think. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to drag the war on for long enough that they're just willing to go to peace terms, which they might do. That's been averted. Yeah, they won that battle in the end. Well, you stay there then, if that's the case. And you advance over there. They still haven't won that battle yet. I thought they would have won that by now. Where's their capital exactly? I'm actually not sure where their capital is. They've actually managed to land troops here. The French have. We need to take that territory over there. We can take that over there. Put them heavily on the back foot. Yeah, we've caught them here. Are they attempting to move to support? They are. Okay, well if that's the case, they're moving there as well. There's not many of them left. Might as well send these troops over here as well. Actually, send them over there instead. Still haven't won that battle over here. It's just dragging on. Oh, come on. We outnumber them by more than enough troops. Defeat them already. That's it. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. And then send these guys down here. Yep, that should work. These guys are just running amok over here, but I'm not really worrying too much about that. Combined forces over here. Losing a lot of money as well. And that's to be expected, to be fair. Go occupy Kiva. Actually, or should we trap them in? We maybe should trap them in, actually. Combine them together. How are things going in North America? There is a force over there which I'm not going to attack because I'm not stupid. I've taken that territory as well. Send reinforcements down there. I want that taken. Is that 36 regiments? That's 36 regiments. Well, if that's the case, send them over here. 9 over here. 9 fresh regiments over here as well. Oh, they're popping up everywhere. They've occupied that territory as you'd expect. Not here though. The Middle Frankie has got troops there though. Wow, I'm actually kind of impressed by that. Now, how goes the war? Enough -16. Warsaw is 16 in my favour. So we've got to keep pushing them the way we're pushing them. Soon they have them on the back foot. They've landed more troops here, and it's a bit of a mixed bag in regards to how they're going. There's some troop there. They're going to defeat that. If they can get their forces over here, they can probably win that battle. Combine all these forces together over here. Is there more troops over in this area? Nope. Nope. Not really worrying about them for the most part though. They're about to win that battle. Arab Asia. Is Arabia willing to jump out of the war? No, they can't. Wouldn't mind pinching some territory off them if I could though I'm not sure which territory I'd take. It'd probably just be easier if I took border territory, get more wool. If I was. Well, we'll keep working the war then, I guess. That's all we can really do. Actually, no, go down here. You're really actually rolling them now. Like, really rolling them. Or I could make them give up some, territory. Oh, they've attacked our force over here. Well, go support them, I guess. Come on. They won the Battle of Bukhara, as expected. Another factory's done, I think. And yep, they're going to win that battle now. Wasn't doubt for a little bit there. I send them there instead. $17 against them. They're going to be stubborn, are they? Okay, fair enough. Let's keep advancing. That's all we can really do. They've attacked their force over here. Throw these troops into the fray. Throw them in as well. They're about to defeat that British force over here. We're going to try again, obviously. Like we're not going to. Keep advancing over that. How are things going in Britain? Not fantastically. They were going good originally over there, but now it's kind of dropped off a bit. Just going to have to keep advancing, I guess. No, help feed the poor, as per usual. Kiva's been taken. Attack this force over there, I think. Yeah, everyone just move for that enemy force over here. We should be able to beat it. Be severely surprised if they can't. Actually, just move everyone over there instead. We're about to win that battle. They keep attacking, but what they forget is I've got extra reserves floating around in convenient locations. Yeah. And the Liberals and Conservatives have lost a little bit of power again as well. They'll probably win that by themselves, but I'm going to send in these reserves regardless. Oh, where was this? The Battle of Pickle. Literally called Pickle, that's pretty awesome. How goes the war now? It's a 23 against you, Great Britain. Install communists. Nah, I don't think I'll do that. Add war goal. I'd rather not have the communists in power, just quietly. Liberate country. There's a fair few I could liberate. It's interesting. Yeah, proceed. I want to see the Asherons freed. Okay, it did cost a fair bit of that, but then again, I think it's a good thing to get done. Get the Asherons freed. That's pretty expensive though, that cost me a fair bit. $100 on the war score. Okay, maybe that wasn't a smart choice. Anyway, just off of that, that'll do. I want to get out of this war. Call down all reserves. Okay, so that was a bit of a waste putting that up. I didn't actually realise it would cost 100 of war score. I could have easily have kept on fighting that, but at the same time I was losing quite a bit of money. So it's just bad just to come out of a peace deal from that, I think. And it's going to take a while to build up all these forces again as well, because I did lose a fair few. Yeah, but sometimes in those wars, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, you are better off just getting a peace. You're better off not dragging out the war forever, because it can just cost you more in the end than what it would actually solve. But no, that was pretty successful in the end. Can't really complain too much. Maybe we should hit Cherson again, get more of that territory. Possibly, I'm not sure. 8th Army. Not going to just stay there. Finnish Guards Army. They copped a lot of casualties as well. The Kiev Garrison. The 5th Army. Okay, yeah, that's all done then. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out, for the most part. I said I could have kept going, but then again, I was losing money. I did have a 25% war score. Yeah, the only problem is I did boost that up, and that isn't good. It's higher than it needs to be. Kingdom of America, they're still allied with one. While they're allied with Mexico, it just makes them too hard to attack. What about the Ming Dynasty? I really want an alliance with them, but they still don't give me one. Come on, give me an alliance. You're only the second great power now. It's interesting. Send these soldiers over here as well. No, do that. I don't want to create enemies out of them. That's not advisable. Is that the Finnish Guards Army? They're going to take some time to rebuild up, aren't they? Yeah, it's going to take a while until they're back up to sufficient strength. No, we'll go back up though, so... Alright. Finnish force, they'll take a while as well. Just happy that war actually ended up much better than I thought it would in the end. Actually very pleased with that. That needs more infantry in that army though. So, I may have to build more infantry units for that. The 1st Southern Army copped a fair few casualties as well. I should build up for the most part again though. That was actually pretty good in the end. I'm actually pretty happy with that. That'll be done in May. You guys, well, you can go join that army then, I guess. The only problem is, because that's so high, I won't be able to do anything for a while. I might just hit Cherson again, I think, because they're communists. Maybe even Andalusia. They're only, I reckon I could take Andalusia, then not too. Actually, are they still dealing with lots of rebels here in South America? Andalusian communists. What about these states up here? They're very much in the power of the Ming dynasty. Ooh, the Oman's gone communist as well. I don't know, you keep dragging me into really crappy wars, and I don't really like fighting them too much. I'd rather get a fresh alliance with these guys, actually. So I'm going to increase relations. If there's some research I can get for less... It should be, actually. How long is that going to take? Oh, that'll do incredibly quickly. Get done incredibly quickly. More Swedes, we'll send them over there, I guess. I'm gonna build back up. Wait a second, why am I still encouraging soldiers all around the joint, am I? I think I am. I'll encourage some more in Finland. Encourage more in northern Finland. Oh, Minsk has got a bit of a mixture of people, doesn't it? It does. Well, Mordvins are over there as well. They're mostly Bulgars. Finnish Luhansk. Oh, they're already doing the job over there. Galich. Finns, Russians. What is the actual population like at the moment, anyway? I might actually bring down those supplies once again, just to make some money. Money! Well, you can get better ones, can you? I'm going to fortify that. Okay, what's going here? French Liberation. Ah, damn it, they're making me choose between both my allies. The nation of France, your faithful allies, requesting that you come to the aid in the 3rd French Liberation Limousine against Middle Francia. They did ask first, so I have to accept them opposed to Middle Francia. Come on! Adam is an ally. I'm kind of gonna hold off for a bit though. I'm not gonna make too many inroads in that for the moment. Expand fortresses around here will help a fair bit, actually. Oh, wait a second, can we get a Fortress of the 3rd? We can. We'll get it done then, I guess. Can't build too many of them, it'll cost too much. How many people are unemployed? Not many. Yugoslavia is offering an alliance. Yes, I'll take that for sure. France has got a lot of troops hemmed in over there. Ruritania is dealing with a lot of rebels as well. They allied with Italy, are they? They are allied with Italy. They're allied with the Ming Dynasty. Problem is they don't have many of their troops around there. You serious? Put them to the sword, I guess. Yaroslavan nationalists. I wouldn't have picked that for a while. I'm going to increase speed as well. Oh, Italy's leading the war, are they? That's going to take ages to go down. I really didn't use my brains on that one. I've dropped to 8, have I? Well, if they can defeat the Italians relatively quick. Problem is the Ming Dynasty is going to take time to get troops over there. I've got the Yugoslavia on my side. So if we end up at war with Arabia again, I can call on their forces as well. I expected them to win that battle. We're actually going to build some fresh troops as well. Slow down speed. Ooh, that's good to know. St. Petersburg. Let's build a bunch of Finnish regiments just to throw into. I can get some Benduan troops, can I? Kill Banes. Actually, wait a second. No, I want to get some guards units as well. And I'm gonna build some of them. Yep, like sheep. Just need some fresh troops to re-bulk up the armies a bit. Supply range is going up. Is there something else I can how long will that take? January 1900. Well, that's pretty good. Can't complain with that. I think they have to knock off the. They can knock off the Italians first. They can then just more or less move troops. So the problem is Middle Frankie's got a lot of troops, whereas France are a little bit depleted. What about what's this? Flexible firepower. Nice. Yes, Pest, you may have access. Where are all the French troops? They're like nowhere to be found. They seem to be stuck here, those 164 regiments. That's not good for them at all. It's going to take ages to go down. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, I think I might hit Cherson next if I'm to attack anyone, take more of their territory. And of course, send more to the expedition. Of course, naturally. Is the Ming Dynasty leading that war? Californian liberation of Malaccan, California. Bohemia, Moravia, Belgorod. Well, the Ming Dynasty is leading it. The problem is it's already at negative 21. I don't know what the Ming Dynasty is doing with all their troops. Do they even really have a fleet to send troops over there? This war might be getting lost, I think. Oh, wait a second, there's a whole bunch of their troops over there. They're getting absolutely stomped as well. Not fun for them. Who's just declared war on me? Oh, sorry, what the hell's going on here? Oh, it's bloody America again. They always attack me when it's not suited. Bloody clever bastards. They are dealing with rebels though, so the Kingdom of America, they always attack me when I'm not prepared for it. Clever, very clever. What I'm going to have to do is, am I fighting Mexico as well? No, just the Kingdom of America. Well, if I'm fighting just the Kingdom of America, I reckon I can plausibly win that. Get that back up to where it was. Increase that. Now, what about rebels in this country? Finnish communists, Finnish reactionaries. That's a lot of anarcho rebels. That's at 61% as well. Revolt risk of 7.8%. That's actually really high. Higher than I thought it would be. This is going to be interesting, though they do have a lot of troops, from what I can recall. I need to get bolt action guns. Bolt action guns will give me a good advantage. Bolt action rifles. It should increase things a fair bit. Problem is I just don't really have many troops over there at the moment. They are dealing with some rebels. I'm just taking on the Kingdom of America. France does have troops over here as well. They're probably going to take over a bunch of my territory. That's pretty much guaranteed. But what I can do is, I'm going to move all this around. Combine them together. Okay, yeah, just keep sending an expedition. They'll keep dying, but they'll get the job done. If I can get enough troops there, I can overwhelm them. Interesting. What's in the Finnish Russian art? Oh, wait a second, there's Italians over here. Are they going to block off my path? I think they might actually a little bit. Send them over to the guards army. The French don't have many troops over here. Yeah, let's keep trying. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Damn it, they've caught one of my small fleets. Problem is the French have, well, not the problem. The French do have have a reasonable amount of troops around here as well. I really want my old territory back. No, I want my old territory back, that's for sure. Send them over there as well. Is that war over, or is it already? It is. Okay, that's alright then. Well, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna join the war? You will. Okay, now they've just joined me in the war. Well, they will, they should. Well, as a result, if they've both joined in the war, they can then send very high sizable amounts of troops over to America to help me deal with them. Because I just don't really have that many troops located over there at the moment. And they've got, how many regiments? They've got 20, 50, 20 plus 50 equals 70, plus another 50, 120, 170, 190. 200, 230. They've got a lot of troops, like a surprising amount, far more than you'd expect them to be able to rally up. I'm actually going to co-op the reserves. I wasn't going to originally, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to retake territory that is mine by right. Hopefully. I really shouldn't have done that one before, though. That wasn't smart. If these guys do rise up of 115 regiments, I should be able to defeat them. Or sorry, 115 brigades. It'll be tricky, but I'll deal with them. But anyway, that'll probably do for the moment. If you enjoyed yourselves, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always,